How to find the vertex of a quadratic equation. The vertex of a quadratic equation or parabola is the highest or lowest point of that equation. It lies on the plane of symmetry of the entire parabola as well. Whatever lies on the left of the parabola is a complete mirror image of whatever is on the right. If you want to find the vertex of a quadratic equation, you can either use the vertex formula or complete the square. Method 1 using the vertex formula. 1. Identify the values of a, b, and c. In a quadratic equation, the x2 term equals a, the x term equals b, and the constant term, the term without a variable, equals c. Let's say you're working with the following equation, y equals x2 plus 9x plus 18. In this example, a equals 1, b equals 9, and c equals 18. 2. Use the vertex formula for finding the x value of the vertex. The vertex is also the equation's axis of symmetry. The formula for finding the x value of the vertex of a quadratic equation is x equals b, 2a. Plug in the relevant values to find x, substitute the values for a and b, show your work. X equals b, 2a. X equals 9, 2, 1. X equals 9, 2. 3. Plug the x value into the original equation to get the y value. Now that you know the x value, just plug it into the original formula for the y value. You can think of the formula for finding the vertex of a quadratic function as being x, y, equals b, 2a, f, b, 2a. This just means that to get the y value, you have to find the x value based on the formula and then plug it back into the equation. Hey race, how you do it? Y equals x2 plus 9x plus 18. Y equals 9, 2, 2 plus 9, 9, 2, plus 18. Y equals 81, 4, 81, 2 plus 18. Y equals 81, 4, 162, 4 plus 72, 4. Y equals 81, 162 plus 72, 4. Y equals 9, 4. 4. Write down the x and y values as an ordered pair. Now that you know that x equals 9, 2, and y equals 9, 4, just write them down as an ordered pair, 9, 2, 9, 4. The vertex of this quadratic equation is 9, 2, 9, 4. If you were to draw this parabola on a graph, this point would be the minimum of the parabola, because the x2 term is positive. Method 2 completing the square. 1. Write down the equation. Completing the square is another way to find the vertex of a quadratic equation. For this method, when you get to the end, you'll be able to find your x and y coordinates right away, instead of plugging the x coordinate back into the original equation. Let's say you're working with the following quadratic equation, x2 plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2. Divide each term by the coefficient of the x2 term. In this case, the coefficient of the x2 term is 1, so you can skip this step. Dividing each term by 1 would not change anything. Dividing each term by 0, however, will change everything. 3. Move the constant term to the right side of the equation. The constant term is the term without a coefficient. In this case, it is 1. Move 1 to the other side of the equation by subtracting 1 from both sides. Hey race, how you do it? x2 plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0. x2 plus 4x plus 1, 1 equals 0, 1. x2 plus 4x equals 1. 4. Complete the square on the left side of the equation. To do this, simply find b, 2, 2 and add the result to both sides of the equation. Plug in 4 for b, since 4x is the b term of this equation. 4, 2, 2 equals 22 equals 4. Now, add 4 to both sides of the equation to get the following. x2 plus 4x plus 4 equals 1 plus 4. x2 plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 3. 5. Factor the left side of the equation. Now you will see that x2 plus 4x plus 4 is a perfect square. It can be rewritten as x plus 2, 2 equals 3. 6. Use this format to find the x and y coordinates. You can find your x coordinate by simply setting x plus 2, 2 equal to 0. So when x plus 2 is equal to 0, what would x have to be? The variable x would have to be 2 to balance out the plus 2, so your x-coordinate is 2. Your y-coordinate is simply the constant term on the other side of the equation. So, y equals 3. You can also do a shortcut and just take the opposite sign of the number in parentheses to get the x-coordinate. So the vertex of the equation x2 plus 4x plus 1 equals 2, 3. Tips. Correctly identify A, B, and C. Always show your work. Not only does this help those marking you see that you know what you're doing, but it helps you to see where you're making any mistakes. The order of operations must be followed for a correct outcome. Warnings. Show and check your work. Make sure that you know what A, B, and C are. If you don't, the answer will be wrong. Don't stress yourself out, this may take practice. Things. Math graph pad or computer screen. Calculator.